Hello, hello, my people. How are we doing today? Welcome to RyKu Radio, where the Ry stands for Rykalia, the Ku stands for Miku.
Hi.
Here we let our tangents go wild, we talk about games and lore, and just kind of go on and on and on. Hey, Miku, what are we talking about today?
Genshin Impact 4.6!
If you can't tell, we are super freaking excited about this because, yes.
Also,
Yes.
we would have covered 4.5, but after I had reviewed it and told Rye about it, we decided to skip it and kind of did it live on one of her random nights of streams. So
Yes.
this is why we're kind of going from 4.4 to 4.6, just to make that clarification out there.
Yes, we will be continuing to do those here in the future, just to try to make it as seamless as we can. But there will be the occasional time when it's like, hey, we're gonna talk about this on stream. So you should come and see us on stream because yeah, it's fun and chaos and
Yeah,
fun.
like I said, after talking to Rye about it, 4.5 didn't really offer any. It was more like like I like to say it was like a filler episode, or like the episodes of like the swimsuits and stuff like that. But yeah, this
Yeah.
that 4.5 was definitely more of a filler.
And even as a filler, it was still great. We got Shiori, we got some good story. It was great. However, it didn't
Yeah.
lend to the overall story that we got, which is why it was more like a we're waiting for the big one because we know the big one's coming, and this one's the big one because this one we got a new character, and we're really
Well,
freaking excited because she is
well,
gorgeous and she is yes.
yes, for those that have been keeping up with the story or have heard about this character, they are going to be released soon in what we're going to be talking about, which is, again, Genshin Impact version 4.6.
Yes. So the character in question is Armachino. Look at her.
Or,
She's gorgeous.
as many other people might have heard them from, possibly if they have a Wanderer or if they have Child, also known as the Knave,
Mm-hmm.
which is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers.
Correct. Uh, Arlecchino is the leader of the House of Hearth. She got the position by killing the previous member. She has some semblance of curse that hasn't really been gone into too much. I'm very curious to find out more about that. She is. There was another thing I was about to say. Oh, she is also known by one other name, and this is of the children of the House of Hearth, and that is Father.
So yes, you will know them as Alachino. You will also know them as the Knave or Father. Or if you've watched a little bit of what Genshin has dropped on us with its beautiful lore, if you have watched the video of God damn it, I gotta find it out because I totally forgot what it's called. Um, a burning the song "Burning in Embers." You actually get to hear one more name for them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because all of the names that we have said so far are given names or chosen names, not original names. So
Code names.
exactly. So there is one more, and as that's not a name that they go by here, it might be referenced in their story. We don't know that part yet, but there is more with that. But yes,
So yeah.
Alexina will
Also
be
really
coming this next bit. She will be our new 5-star character this round.
yes, but I definitely recommend, if you want to learn more about Alcherno, try to like learn more about the character through the story, or watch the Burning Song in the Embers,
Mm-hmm.
because that shows how they got from being a child in the house to being the leader.
Yes.
Which the animation was really kick, so
Yes.
highly recommend to watch it.
It was so gorgeous. I enjoyed it so much.
Ah,
We
there
just
was
watched
so
it
much
before we
lore in
started
that little
recording,
7-minute
and
video.
oh yeah, it's like 7 minutes. It's worth every second. We just watched it before we started recording, and oh my god, it was. Yes. There's a little bit of discrepancy that Miku and I were talking about it. Comment down below if you do find that, because it's a nice little bit of, hey, that's not right. So
Also,
yes.
another disclaimer: we are not sponsored by Genshin. We just really
Correct.
love the game.
Correct. We've said this in every one of our Genshin ones so far. I realize we forgot to say that early on this time, but I am in no way, shape, or form affiliated or paid to promote Genshin. I just really love games with really good lore, and this definitely does. So me and Miku keep up with this game on an almost religious-based basis because, oh my god, lore.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is the quick of that. Her character demo has not been fully released yet at this moment as we are recording on Sunday, correct?
Yes, there is a character demo, but her or not a character I always mix this up. Her character teaser is
Okay.
out, and that still hits hard.
Yeah.
Just it's like 2.5 minutes, and like it hits hard with the Alacrino Sleep in Peace character teaser. Oh my god. Like you thought like Wanderer and like Child and some of the other characters we have seen hit hard. They're hit hard too. Oh my god, like hello, I'm done with this punch in my feels. Here's another one. Bam!
Yes. So with that, we don't know fully yet what all of her moves are, what all of them do. There's more to come, and it's possible that things could be slightly different than we know because there's a new mechanic with the Knave that reminds me a lot of the Fatui operatives that we have been fighting
Well,
throughout
see, it's
Fontaine.
not different, but it's still kind of the same in a way. But basically, you have been hit with this if you are in the Fontaine area.
Yeah, the operatives when you see the little red mark above your head, and then you get the bleeding effect, and then they start healing from that. The Knave has that.
But any which ways, we should probably break her down a little bit before we move into her move set and whatnot.
Awesome. I will hand that to you.
Okay, so we know Alakino, the knave, the
Mhm,
father, a
mhm.
polished, ruthless diplomat to the children, to the House of Hearth. She is their feared yet dependable father.
Yes.
And it's very interesting. She is a pyro and she is uh, a polearm user. So she's kind of like Toma, Zhangling. Um, I'm trying to think of who else. Chevrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, much fire, long pointy stick.
Yes. It looks like
But
one of her abilities might turn the polearm into a scythe.
yes, yes. It is awesome. It's great. I love it. I'm it also like the way she moves in like some of the stuff. Like I said, if you want to watch her move set, watch the Genshin Impact version 4.6 special program cuz they will give you some more information. They'll also be able to break it down a little bit better than we can here, and like we said, they haven't released her move set trailer or her demo yet. So once that comes out, which would hopefully be in a couple of days or so, or hopefully maybe tonight, who knows?
Hopefully, that would be
But
amazing.
either which way, it's definitely something to watch. Even the people like her voice actress, Lenny's voice actress, Ito and Lumine voice actors, they all agreed like she is a ballerina of death.
Oh yes, I am very, very excited for this. She kind of gives me like Eula, but like dark Eula vibes, like the gothic
I was
Eula
thinking more
vibe.
like Black Swan
True, I could see that. I was just trying
because
to
like
think of
she's
who to
got like
relate
because
in game.
well yes in game but like definitely the way she's designed looks kind of like Black Swanish to
Oh
me,
yeah,
and then
you
the nice little
know,
accents of blues.
the jacket reminds me of D Luke's Barbie girl jacket. I would not call it anything else. Miku knows my whole thing on this. D Luke's 5-star outfit because of the ponytail. It's the Barbie girl outfit. I don't care. But you can. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I can see what you mean with like the belts and chains and stuff.
I see it more in the breasted waistcoat and the eyes
Mhm.
because he has that kind of thing like closer to his chest than his stomach. For those of you watching, I'm talking about right here. where I'm circling the mouse. It very much reminds me of that. So
Gotcha.
the outfit does almost seem like it was a way for infiltrating in, probably to find out more about Father's whole situation.
They're just a dapper looking person. I mean, they
Oh
are
yeah.
originally from Fontaine, and they have there's also theories about the people know where that battle took place in that video, in that character short.
Oh, we need to discuss that more.
That'll be a stage for another video when we dive more into this.
Yeah. We can do that at another point. But off of RyKu, we need to talk about that. I didn't know about that, because, yes. Okay.
I'll have to find a couple videos first before I
No
show you
worries.
that information. But
No
anyways.
worries. Okay. Shall we continue to the next bit? Or is there more you want to break down with Arlecchino?
Well, I think because I think it's because her like thing is kind of interesting, but I do have like a little bit of information about her, like her attacks. So her
Oh,
like E skill.
yes, please.
So when Alecchino's elemental skill strikes an opponent, it applies the blood depth directives to them for a period of time. When Alecchino uses the charge attack or her elemental burst and it hits the opponent with the blood debt directive, she will absorb and clear nearby blood debt directives. This will grant her a bond of life worth a percentage of her max HP.
Okay.
And then Alecchino enters the Mascude of Red Death state when the value of her life of bond is equal or greater to a certain percentage of her HP, where her normal charged and plunge attack will be converted to deal pyro damage, which cannot be overridden.
Oh. Okay. That. Oh.
Yeah, so it sounds like don't to make sure, like, to be on her side for sure.
Yeah. I wonder if the Mask of Death is, or the Mask of the Red Death is how the scythe comes out. Because that's
I
not going to
think
be how her
so.
weapon always appears.
No. But still, it looks amazing. I'm excited. The movements with her scythe really heavily makes me think of Ruby
Yeah.
from Ruby. And I'm just like, I miss that show so much.
Agreed.
And also she does have a singular wing.
Yes, she does have a Sephiroth wing. It's a red Sephiroth wing, but it's still a Sephiroth wing.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god.
It comes
I
out on
love
the
this
same
woman
side.
already. She's deadly, she's awesome, she is a bad and we love her.
Oh, yes.
Also, first meow of the video, yay.
Hey, we got like 10 plus minutes into the video before we had our first meow this time, so I'm gonna call that a win.
Good.
Hey, we're getting there.
Alright, so what were we gonna move on to next? I forgot already. I'm so excited.
Worries. Next is going to be our new weekly boss.
Oh, right. So speaking of the knave.
One moment. Let's first rewind. So every area has 2 weekly bosses. Traditionally, the second one is released either in in the main story, like Venti. The second boss was Dvalin. The first one was Boreas. From there, it was by the Archon's second quest. So it was Azdaha for Zhongli. It was the Shogun for Shogun. It was a Pep for Sumeru. And then Fontaine, we were like, well, there's not an Archon anymore. And don't know if it's going to come from the Sovereign from New Valette. This one is different. So this one is coming from Arlecchino directly in her story quest.
Yeah, there's gonna be some stuff. Stuff's gonna hit the fan, y'all. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
Yep. Because while the story quest will be Arlecchino's story quest, the boss will be Arlecchino. She gets 5 more wings, and her scythe gets a lot bigger. And the outfit? Oh my god!
I can appreciate a great boob window for
You
sure,
know. Mm.
but but
Mm.
goddamn, that's a patio right there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey, go ahead.
But yeah,
I
we love the design. She's definitely
yes.
got more red. She's got more wings. She's got a longer scythe. And she's also got some heels. Like, goddamn, those are platform heels if I've ever seen them.
Hell yes. The other thing that I find really curious is on her normal outfit, there's small little spots where you can kind of see like eyes. Every single one of her wings has that. She has it in her hair, several on her suit, and it looks like one in her scythe too.
Oh, it looks like she's kind of got some more wings in her hair,
Mm-hmm.
and a little eye clip right there.
Yeah. So
But I think that might have to deal with her curse.
it's very possible. It's very possible. So I am Miku.
She's also got a back window.
Did a back window?
Ah!
Um,
Got a
can
back window.
can you send this to me so we can all
Yes,
enjoy?
yes. I'm actually re-looking at the video, and I like got it at like the best possible time, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Lord have mercy.
Am I gonna
There it
need to
is.
have this as a cosplay too?
There it is.
Cool. I will pull that up. 1 second. Oh hell yes.
Goddamn. And here I think Honkai was like really up there, and then it's like they showed me this, and I'm like, oh no! Ah!
Okay, I have a little bit of adjusting to do. So it is still a teeny tiny bit blurry just because it's from a moving video,
Yep.
but the back window of the outfit.
Yeah.
So yay.
And it looks like her attacks are going to be really good. Oh my god, I cannot wait to take her on.
This one's gonna be very, very, from what we can see, it's gonna be very, very needed to be on dodging and to make sure that you are just
Watching where the rings are, because it looks like she's got some
exactly.
AoE skills. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be moving, and I'm pretty sure I have a feeling she's gonna be bonding of life with us too while she's doing this. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta bring up my healer. I gotta keep going with that.
Well, one other thing that I'm curious about, every other harbinger that we faced, minus Wanderer, because we were facing the mecha, not him, we faced their delusion too. So we know that she's a pyro user.
Mm-hmm.
But what's her
I
delusion?
don't know if I've ever seen a delusion on her.
Well, we don't really see Childs that easily. So I don't know if
Childs we know is on his belt.
yes, but like even once we have, you don't really see it as easily. It doesn't shine the same way as a vision, is what I'm getting at. You have to know what you're looking for. And I haven't gotten a good look at hers. It could be wrong.
I don't think Scarra had a delusion either.
I don't believe so, but it also could have been a little bit more hidden with him. He had layers.
Well, he also didn't have a vision, so
yeah. All of his stuff came from, you know, the experiments from Dottore and yada yada.
And some other spoiler stuff we're gonna continue on.
We're talking about the new release. I think the spoilers are like, no.
Well, there might be new players that are like, wait, what? And then it's like, you never know.
That's true. That's true. But we've already talked a decent amount about the like intricacies of the Fatui and stuff. So yeah, there's spoilers in this, and it's gonna be everywhere. So be aware. I should have said that earlier.
Oh wait, okay. I think I might have messed up. I think the Arlecchino one is gonna be in this main story, and then Sino's the one with the. Okay, I think I might have goofed up a little bit on my information. Sorry.
No worries. What's the goof?
I think that Arlecchino's release is via directly towards the story. Since we're going to a new area, it would be more so really the story.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So
yeah, so that's my goof. I got a little too excited about the next thing we're going to be talking about here shortly-ish.
Yeah, we got a couple things before we get to stories, but that will be coming. The next bit is who's gonna be coming home?
Well, I need to find that part again. Hold on.
I got the first one pulled up if you want to take a second.
I can't remember who the second. Wait, oh wait, no, yeah. I got it. I got it now.
Okay.
So, of course, with the Knave coming out, we got Knave, we got Arlecchino, and we also got their weapon. And then, of course, with that, we got one of the newest. Yeah, he kind of started out as a new character. I mean, he's still kind of old, but he's still kind of newish.
Well,
We
he
also
was the
got
first. He was
Lenny.
the first one. The first 5-star of Fontaine released.
Yeah,
But
so
he's
like I said,
coming
he's still
back.
kind of newish, still kind of
Mm-hmm.
not, because if you've been here since 4.1,
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of old, but kind of still newish.
New within the last year, new within the region. Not our newest.
Yeah, that would be Chino, aka Father.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've also got the great magician Lenny coming back.
Yes, yes.
And just a quick reminder that Lenny is a 5-star pyro bow user.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are looking for special like things to help your characters ascend, such as plants or any other little things that are out in the wild via plant base ish,
Yes,
Lenny is your go-to, like Tai, Chi Chi, Klee,
the regional materials.
yes, the
That's
regional
Lenny
materials.
is the only one who
Yes.
does that currently for Fontaine. Just like Goro and Tai are the only ones who do it for Inazuma and Sumeru respectively.
Yes. For now, because there's still more characters coming our way.
Exactly.
Hopefully soon. We don't know if the thing is coming up with a thing for a thing by a thing, said thing.
Right now, the only 2 areas that have a 4-star character that can see regional materials are the first 2. It's possible that down the road they could release more for the rest. However, oh no, wait, Goro's 4-star. Never mind. What I was saying was Moon.
The first 3 regions.
Yes.
Sumeru, I think they're still only got the 5-star as well as Fontaine.
Yes. Inazuma does not have a 5-star that detects.
So to go over that again, it's regional specialties.
Yes.
Such as like the mushrooms that you find on the houses and the windmills in Mondstadt. That would be more so your Klee and your Mika. In Leeway, that would be let's see, Chi Chi and Yenfei. No,
Yes.
not Yenfei. Yenfei, yes.
Yes, it's Yanfei.
And then in Inazuma, we got Goro, the general, and then we got Tainari in Sumeru and Lenny in Fontaine.
Correct. So that's the quick of it. They will both be up. They've been doing what, 3 weeks for Bandits lately?
I'd say so, probably with how many characters are probably going to be coming out.
Yeah.
And since there's so many goddamn characters, I think like getting close to 80 by now.
Something like that. We have to be getting really close to that. I know that it was released who the 4 stars are. Do you remember off the top of your head?
I don't think I remember who the 4 stars are. I think they only mentioned the 5 stars, and 4 stars will vary.
I know I can find it. Uno momento. 5.6, 4 stars. Okay, here we are. I see Chevrus, Lynette, and Femine.
Makes sense because the knave dealing with the father and Lenny, Lynette, and Fremne also being in the House of Hearth makes sense. Chevrus, I feel like maybe be playing a patrolling something, policing, special forces stuff. Who knows? What? But that actually might help me get my Chevrus up to C6. I don't even remember which constellation she is. I need to work on a team for her. Anyways,
fair. This is from a impact leak, a Genshin impact leak, posted 4 days ago, so it could be slightly off. However,
take the leaks with somewhat of a grain of salt.
Yeah. Everywhere I'm looking, I am seeing the same 3 names.
As things are just falling down my desk. Sorry.
No worries. We all have that. Okay, shall we get to phase 2?
Yes. So phase 2, we're going on to things. We've got Scutum. Well, I guess we should just really call him Wanderer.
Yeah.
We have Wanderer, and we also have Baiju. So if you're looking for a Dendro healer that kind of shields, Baiju, you need help kind of maybe reaching a small spot. You got Wanderer who kind of does a little flyy thingy.
Yeah. Wanderer can be super helpful for the flight stuff.
Yeah,
It
if
can
you
get a
know how
little
to
bit
fly
tricky
and
to
use them
use.
correctly. I still struggle bless with him, but I do have his little bell.
Yeah, I haven't got the bell yet, but these two characters will be up in phase two. The 4 stars are not currently leaked from what I was seeing, but we still got some time for that.
Yeah, phase 2 is normally when the next section will be. So
Mm-hmm.
once we hit phase 2, keep an eye on the time, and then we'll be going to maybe 4.7, whatever that's gonna be. So
Yeah,
so much fun.
typically about when phase two releases, that's when we get the little
Countdown.
teasers for the characters coming out in the next banner or the
Hmm.
next patch. Uh Historically it's sometimes a little off, but it's typically right between the two phases.
Yeah, but either which way, exciting things, new weapons, maybe old ones, new characters if you haven't really pulled for these guys. Normally the reruns is where I try to get like at least that character if I fail it the first time because somebody didn't want to come home.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
Unlike Kazuo, who I want to see too, but no, he doesn't want to come home. Ah, I want to make Kazuo so much stronger. That's the only way.
You know, it's harder with the 5 stars. It really is. I've been
It
trying
is.
the last 3 times Kazuha's been up. I have been trying to get the boy to come home, and he refuses. He refuses. I don't care that we have another meow. He refuses, and I'm frustrated. And no,
Unlike me, where I got him on day one by summoning him on the ship because start a quick backstory. This was before Inazuma was released, and there was a summoning ritual, and one of them I had tried and it worked. Basically, you go up to the Crux's crow's nest and you aim towards Inazuma, and I had pulled and I had gotten him.
fuck you.
Hey, I got that boy since day one. His character trailer, uh, I loved it. It also had beta, so I was like, I have to pull for this boy.
I get that, but still,
This is why I watch the character trailers.
Well, before we go into a full rant, would you like to continue?
Yes, what are we talking about next?
Weapons and artifacts.
Oh, weapons. Hold on.
So we have a
Okay.
grand total of 1 new weapon coming out. Well, 1 new 5-star weapon. And
Right,
it is
because
pretty.
it's pretty dangerous if you ask me.
Oh, Crimson Moon Semblance.
Yeah, which is a pull arm. And I need to open it because there's text at the bottom.
Um, let's see. A keen-edged weapon, luster dazzling as the crimson moon. It is said that an ancient dynasty once regarded it as a ritual object that could bridge 2 worlds, but none still remember the beliefs and ceremonies of that bygone age.
Let alone it grants a bond of life equal to 25% of max HP when a charge attack hits an opponent. This effect can be
Oh,
triggered up to once every 14 seconds. In addition, when the equipping character has a bond of life, they gain 12% damage bonus if the value of the blood of the bond of life is greater than or equal to 30% of max HP, then gain an additional 24% damage bonus.
hell yes, that is awesome.
And apparently it's called the Ashen Sun's Shadow.
That is gorgeous.
That
Now,
sounds deadly and scary.
in order to get this fully ascended, you're going to need the Broken Goblets of the Pristine Sea, a
Which is
new. Hmm?
the Ascension.
Yeah, that is the domain ascension material. The
Weapon.
the harder creature ascension material is going to be a new one. This is called a ruined hilt. So this is going to be a creature we haven't seen yet. And then the easy creature material is just the meshing gears that we all probably have a million of by now.
I mean, if you're in Fontaine, for sure.
Yeah, completely. So that is the weapon. Miku, what else we got this time?
Well, of course, the new area in 4.cx, and then, of
Uh,
course, some other stuff.
the artifacts.
Ooh, yeah, I'm skipping ahead.
No worries.
So we got 2 new artifacts coming right up. So we got the fragment of harmonic whimsy and the unfinished
Reverie.
reverie.
You got
Reverie,
it.
yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I got it right.
I'm proud of you.
But yeah, we'll go over that once we have more to go over for domains in the artifact situation of our talk. But they look so pretty.
Oh, I would agree. They are very, very gorgeous. The without going too far into them, they definitely have connections into Pyro and into Bond of Life directly, which tells me that it's not just going to be Arlecchino who has this ability going forward. We will have more people
Oh,
who do, because how many artifact sets are tailored to just one person?
that's fair. Yeah, this could be tailored to both of them if you're doing Bond of Life and if you're doing Pyro.
Yep, so the fact that I
Interesting.
think it's harmonic whimsy is connected to the bond of life. Like it
Yes.
powers that up specifically. So because of the fact that it powers that up specifically, I'm pretty sure we are going to see more characters with this specific mechanic.
Probably thinking more Fatui Harbingers, or not Fatui Harbingers, but maybe more Fatui agents if they release more. Kind of like Fremine and Lynette and Lenny.
Yeah, I could see this being a lot more prevalent in Snezhnaya once we get there. Maybe a couple more in Natland because we know they're hunting for the Gnosis there. So I could see this becoming a much more prevalent mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot more characters to come out, and still, like, we got like two whole nations still to
Yeah,
go through, and that's still a bunch of patches right there as well. So we'll be
completely.
seeing maybe more people that might have some bond of life. If not, maybe somebody might have a weapon that utilizes it, like Father.
Exactly.
Excuse me, drank too
Yes,
much
yes.
soda.
Oh, soda's amazing. Okay, shall we get to the part that you've been waiting for? Stories.
Yes, 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 yes.
Can you tell
Yes.
she's
Oh
excited,
my
folks?
god. Oh my god. It's because it's my boy. It's
Let
Alejandro Salva. I
let's
love the
start.
man.
Let's
He's
start with the
hilarious.
first one. We'll get to the one with Sino. Let's start with the
Aw.
first one,
Which one are we talking about again?
Arlecchino, and then we'll get to Sino. We will get there. I promise. We will get there. Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure more of the story quest will have to deal with Archino and getting to like get to the new weekly boss as
Mm-hmm.
well. Or not weekly boss, but the new world boss, one of the world bosses.
Not the Ascension, the ones that require the 60 or the 30.
No, that's the weekly boss.
Okay. So there is one Ascension boss. I believe that's coming out.
Yes, that's the one where we talked about the little thing for the weapon.
Yes. Yes. Okay. On the same page. Cool. We're there.
Yeah, I gotta find the bastard first.
No worries. I have that in the list. But yes, so our main story is going to be Two Worlds of Flame, the Crimson Night Fades. All that we
Yes.
know is it has to do with the House of Hearth. It has to do with our favorite siblings. It has to do with there was
The
something about
Romulus Kingdom.
yeah. There was something I heard about Femine hiding someone that Arlecchino's looking for,
Yep.
and yeah. So that
Yeah,
is. Mm-hmm.
and if you it's I feel like it has to deal with Arashino's past because looking at the web art for this,
Mm-hmm.
it looked like the girl from the video.
I could see that. I could see that.
Let me go find the image really quick.
Sounds good. But yes, we know that this one will be the one that leads into the world boss, into the knave boss. Um.
Is
mm-hmm.
Because it had her, Fremine, and the twins. Well, the little girl and the twins and Fremine. I'm trying to see if I can find a goddamn picture of it.
I had the web art of Arlecchino, the twins, and Femine with just the title of everything up for a second. I didn't see a little girl in there.
4.6 webpage event, please. Oh, found it, found it, found it, found it, found it, found
Cool.
it. And sent.
Cool. We'll
It's gonna
get that
process a
pulled
little bit.
up. No worries.
It needs to run faster.
It says no.
Clearly
Are we
says
surprised?
no. God damn it. But yeah, it looks like in the art, it looks like there's a pool and like she's kneeling in front of it. And then there's
Here we go.
Fremne and Piers and then the twins. And it looks like it might be in that area of the kingdom somewhere. And then you see father kind of
Here we
looking
go.
down at the four.
Yes, I'm getting that now, so I can pull back up.
So yeah, I think that little girl from the character short, like people are speculating like that's her, maybe like a ghost or something that came back or something, or maybe it's
Yeah.
just I'm like, there's so much mystery to find out first. This new area needs to come, and then we could just take names and dive into the mystery.
Yeah. I'm very curious now seeing this, because that's not the image I had up.
Right. And this is from the official Genshin website too.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm very curious now.
Right. That's why I'm
Very
like,
curious.
I need to know. I need to know. I need to know who he's hiding.
Agreed. Agreed.
Oh God, I'm excited.
Oh, I'm excited too. I'm very much excited too.
So many things, so many things, so many things.
Well, with that, and with all the manner of speculation there, would you like to go to the story that you've been waiting for?
No, because we need to go over the new boss that comes with this area.
Well, Ascension Bosses is a little bit later. Did you want to talk about the Sino quest first?
Since we're yeah, we should. I'm just tormenting myself at this point. Like, you know what?
We will get to the boss. We will get to it. It's on the list. It's on the list.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
This is why I make the list.
This is why you make the list. But anyways, regarding to Sino, aka Alejandro Saba, love the man. He's very good in Honkai Star Rail as Jin Yuan.
Miku focus.
I'm focusing. But anyways, we get a second part of Sino's story. So basically, we're gonna be going back to Sumeru and possibly learning about how Sino got his powers.
Because his powers are not just from his vision. He's mentioned that he is a vessel, that there is he is a host, and that there is another entity inside him. He has not said much beyond that.
Yes, so that's where the second part of his story comes in, as well as some kind of rite, and also possibly be meeting a new character in Sumeru.
Woo!
People have been speculating that the name is Sethos.
Okay.
So I'm thinking probably more Egyptian lore, which really makes me excited and happy, and I really want to find out.
Wait. You said the name is possibly Sethos? So we have the pharaoh-looking character who loves to duel with a card game going against one named Sethos and Pinocchio.
Well, not just that, but Sino kind of inhabits Anubis a little bit, and Sethos might be, Set. Or I don't know. There's like so many things. There's so many speculations. I'm like, I'm so excited. I just want to know who this character is and if I need to add him to my Sumeru crew down the line.
You know you will. Let's just be completely honest. You will. But yes, I'm stuck on the Yu-Gi-Oh thing because come on.
Yes, since what is it? Genius Unification TCG is definitely their own version of a card game. And then of course we have freaking Sino, who's freaking just he freaking loves the game and
Uh-huh.
it's hilarious.
Uh-huh.
I love him so much for it.
And
And he makes puns
the
and
fact that they
jokes.
let Sino do the Yu-Gi-Oh line so often, I love
Let's
that.
duel, and I it makes me happy. Okay.
It does. It makes my child heart so happy.
Oh, even the voice actor Alejandro Saba was just like, "Thank you for letting me say this. Let's duel."
Right,
It's like, yes,
right.
yes, Alejandro Saba.
Yes.
Ah, he's so cool. I love him. I really need to meet him in person one day.
That
I'll
could
be
be
like,
awesome.
"You're my favorite voice actor. I love you, Asino and Eugen."
Yes.
I'm gonna have to tell him the butt quack joke though.
You will. And then
I will.
And then it'll go on one of his streams too, and it'll be amazing.
Yes, it will be great.
Oh my goodness. But yes, so there will be more backstory for Sino coming very soon, which we are very, very excited for.
Yes, it'll be quite a shocking experience for sure.
Okay.
Your silence speaks volumes.
Uh-huh.
Because
Uh-huh.
Sino is an electro character.
Yep.
Shocking.
Yep. If you didn't do at least one really bad pun in there, I was gonna be ashamed. So I'm more proud than anything. But God, did I not expect it to be that bad.
Hey, I mean, I had to carry on the tradition of the General Mahamatra with his bad jokes.
That's true. That's true.
At least I didn't have to explain. Well, no, I kind of did have to explain.
Yeah, so you carried on the tradition, because then he has to explain it, and then Ty's the one sitting there going, "No, I get it. I get it." Just like I did here. Why am I Tainari?
Well, let's face it, you would be a Dendro person.
Would I?
Yeah, because the Wyndham and the plants, and you are Nahida, you speak for the trees.
I do speak for the trees.
And then I am your Sino, so it works out.
Awesome. Okay. Shall we go to the new area?
Yes.
Cool. So, our new area is the undersea capital, the Lost Homeland.
Which is supposed to have ties in with the Kingdom of Remus, I believe, if I remember pronouncing that correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely like a little I need to find it. God damn it.
I have the little thing pulled up here for just the text. The wide
Do it.
waters that lie south of the great terrestrial lake were also once an integral part of that high sea. Beneath the abyssal depths, untouched by sunlight, the first dreams and hopes lie buried. The long-forgotten symphony sounds once more amidst the stronghold of dimmed glories and the sea-sunken ruins. A new chapter in a tale long ended is about to be written.
So to me, it sounds like we got a lot of more water expedition to go under.
Yes. It looks like, at least for the main part of this, it looks completely underwater. It gives me a little bit of an Economia vibe, as well as that weird area in the book that we explored from the first area by Melusine Village.
Oh,
You
like
know what I'm
that.
talking about?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So
But I would say it definitely gives me like kind of like a Lost Atlantis kind of vibe too.
Yeah, I can agree with that. For where this is going to be, the hole in the map between Liyue, Sumeru, and Fontaine, that is where this will be. At least that's where it's projected to be.
Yeah, because it does still fall within the Fontaine Waters area, because that whole thing, like, very circular rounds, and then it's like, well, I think also in that new area, maybe we'll find out more about size prediction as well.
Exactly.
So that's definitely where we're thinking it's going to be, because it makes the most sense thinking about the characters and who's going to be involved wise.
Correct. And there will be some above ground area too. I have pulled up another image given to us by Hoyoverse. It looks we can see some hills in the background that should look familiar to us. So it
Mhm.
kind of confirms a little bit more of that we can place it mindset. But
Yeah.
from what I'm seeing in the image I have pulled up, is we might be able to see the creatures that drop the new materials. And for those of you looking here, it will be just to the right of my head is one of them. I'm kind of
Yee.
circling it with my mouse right now. With that, they look like almost colossi based, like guardian, so to speak. And
Yeah,
the
like
architecture is interesting.
yeah, I definitely like it's definitely one of those like the areas that are always like the last part before we move on to the next region.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they did that with like you said, Economia, they did that
Mm-hmm.
with like kind of the chasm,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're doing it with the Kingdom of Rimius.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely showing that we are kind of getting closer to our trek in Fontaine, but
Mm-hmm.
we still got some spots to go.
Exactly. With this, the architecture makes me think like almost French fairy tale, based on the slopings and uh the way the roof is structured. It gives me
Mhm.
almost Snow White vibes.
Interesting. But we did say that like Fontaine is the French equivalent of well, yeah.
It's a very specific era in French history. I forget
Mhm.
the exact era off the top of my head. I know I could. Actually, you know what? Where is my tablet? I know I
Uh-oh.
have it in here.
What have I done?
I know exactly where it is, so it'll take me just a moment.
Oh, I'm
But
just looking
yes.
over at Ophelia and she's just
Um,
sleeping. My
I
baby
think
girl's
it's in
taking a
this
nippity nap.
one. The Belle
Excuse
Epoque era, which
me. Okay.
was I don't have it written down exactly what era, but yes, it was a very specific like fashion based era, but it was also in a couple different countries. France's work was mostly centered, but we also see it in other European countries around that time
You
frame.
said it was a fashion?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting, because we just had Fashion Week in Fontaine with Chiori with her story quest.
Exactly. I'm gonna see if I can find the exact here we go. That's what I want.
Well then, shall I talk
Um
about the new boss that's supposed to be spawning in there?
Occurring in the era of the French Third Republic, about 1871 to 1914 ish.
You can't tell that we really have regions that we're really deep into lore
Yeah.
about.
And for those of you who don't know, I kind of like history.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
So yeah, we have like certain areas in Genshin that were just like hunker down, hyper focus, and be like, oh
Uh
my
huh.
god, I didn't know this
Mhm.
tied to this in actual,
Mhm.
because Genshin just like pulls so much inspiration from the real world.
Exactly, and each region connects to different actual like eras and regions and cultures, and some of them mix in a really interesting way, and just yes.
Yeah, kind of like leeway with like its certain little stuff, and then Mondstadt still kind of growing. There's supposed to be more Mondstadt eventually coming, just don't
Yeah,
know when.
exactly. Exactly.
Which I kind of look forward to because I want to know what's up north.
Right. I feel like they're going to release that once we're starting to get closer to Cesnaya.
Or maybe they might release it in the new patch rather than Notland. Who knows? Anything is
Mm-hmm.
possible at this rate. Who knows? It could be the next freaking patch. Who knows?
Yeah,
All is exciting. All is like, and just to reel you back in after being like, okay, I'm kind of bored again. It's like, hello, new area, come back.
basically. That's almost exactly how it happens. Well,
Just
speaking
when
of
you
new
thought you were
things
addicted,
come
you're
back.
yeah. Just when you thought you were done, they pull you back in.
Uh huh. So, as you were so ready to talk about this earlier, you ready to talk about bosses?
Yes, so there is one new boss. It looks kind of cool. Very interesting, that's for sure.
It's like a
It,
centaur.
yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of plays music.
Yeah.
So it's got music attacks, so we got to be careful with that. But speaking of this new boss is the statue of marble and brass. A majestic colossus sculpt.
Want me to do this part?
A majestic colossus sculpted from marble and brass, displaying the immortality and glory of a great civilization of old. Now, the statue stands slumbering within the undersea faded castle, awaiting the arrival of one who dares challenge the majesty of the ancient ruler.
So I'm getting more and more feels going almost Grecian.
Yeah, a little bit of Greece.
Yeah.
Now that I look at it, yeah, the helmet kind of looks actually the helmet kind of looks a little bit
Yeah.
Roman Greece.
The Romans did take a lot of inspiration from Grecian. Like a lot of statues from
Fair.
Roman like gods, they took from Grecian, and that's why almost all of them you can see them kind of like against a column or a tree branch or something like that,
Hmm.
because many of them they had made a mold of the old one and then they had filled it in with concrete to make their own fucking statue. So they replaced it.
Yeah, so definitely Grecian and Rome inspired for this area.
100%. Now, there are different intricacies between the two cultures. I'm very well aware of that, but the Romans did take quite a bit of inspiration from Grecian. I just want to make that part very,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
clear.
yeah. Cultures pretty much expand and
Yeah,
create their own thing. I mean, heck, look at their gods.
right, right. So I'm getting very Geo feel from this, just because it's marble. So I'm thinking rock, which is Geo.
Yeah,
And most bosses have two. So what do you think the other one could be?
I think it's fire.
I could see that with the fact that the notes kind of look like pyre. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's definitely. I think it might be more so fire than anything, and it just looks marbly, geoy.
true.
Because like even looking at it, starting to act up, it's definitely lights up orange.
Okay.
And some of the attacks do feel very. Oh no, that's a flaming sword. That was flame. That is definitely flames.
So while I have just the image up for y'all to see, Miku's actually watching it. So, okay. So we
Again,
we have confirmed
4.6 special program will get you more information.
exactly, exactly. We can't play that here necessarily, because copyright. But this does,
Yep, it is in that spot. I forgot that they showed us where the waypoint is, and there will be an active waypoint for us to get to that area.
as long as you are through the main story. That is the thing.
Yes.
You have to be through the main
Yep.
story to get the active waypoint. If you are
Yep.
not, you would then have to go and get the active waypoint.
Yeah, either which way, it's going to be active waypoint, and then it'll lead us right to the Statue of the Seven, so we can get that map highlighted. So no more random little spot on the map.
Yes, it looks like. So long as you've completed the third act of the Archon quest, Song of the Dragon and Freedom, it will automatically unlock the teleport waypoint.
Oh, so basically, you just got to beat Mondstadt's third chapter.
Really? I suppose it's right over there by Lyra, so I could understand it.
Because the Dragon and Freedom is definitely Mondstadt. But you'll probably get annihilated right away if you run into any bosses.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, I think that's everything that has to deal with the new area. Unless I'm forgetting something.
No, that looks like everything to me. Shall we go to the events?
Yes. Do we get to start with my favorite one? Do we get to start
Yes.
with my favorite one?
We can start.
Yes.
With
So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I had mentioned this character before and his voice actor because I had mentioned four altogether, and of course, you know, your one and only is definitely coming back into our lives with another rhythm game. The Aradis and Aritaki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness.
You had as much energy as I thought you would, and I absolutely love that.
I mean, this is Aritaki Ito, the one and only. I have to bring the hype. Come on now.
Naturally. I understand it. For those who remember, I think it was, which event was it last time that had the music?
I think it was the drum one. I can't remember, but I know I got a drum out of it.
Yes, there was the drum one. It is another music event, if you couldn't tell by the Rockin' for Life. We will have more instruments at our disposal. We will have guessing games for characters humming, trying to guess what song it is.
It was the Arataki Festival drum event. Or
Good.
the the almighty Arataki Great and Glorious Drum Along Festival.
Yeah, that one.
I have to. It's like anything Ito. It's like you have to bring the hype. I mean,
you
come
have
on.
to. You definitely have to. This event, should you get enough points, you will get a free card for Goro, so that if you don't have him, you will have him. If you have him already, you can get a constellation point, or you can get the 5, what are those ones?
Starlight Glitter, I believe.
Thank you.
But either which way, you'll get a reward for Goro.
Yes.
And if you got him, like you said, great. And then Constellation. If not, then if he's already C6, then more stuff for pool holes.
Exactly. It looks like the new instrument is going to be a night wind horn. So,
yeah,
like a French
horn. Very French horn, by the way.
Huh. For this, that's not unexpected, because it's a French horn. When we've unlocked Fontaine. Huh. If you can't tell, this is my shocked voice. I'd say face, but you can't see my face.
And then, of course, it starts off with, on a certain day, you and Paimon receive an invitation sent by one Arataki Ito. Or Arataki Ito. Wow.
It still fits. It still fits.
Yeah. Inviting you to take part in an event. Spurred onward by the unbridled passion within, you embark on a journey to Watatsumi Island.
Yes.
So it looks like from the art, it looks like we got the gentleman that was with us in the Lantern Rite, which we had learned some more information about Madame Ping and our lovely bird mama, Clad Retainer.
Yes.
And it looks like we got Yoimiya to help us out, as well as Heizo and Kugi Shinobu, as well as Miko? What?
Oh boy.
Oh god. Not the Fox Lady! Anything but the Fox Lady! No wonder Goro is here.
Of course. He's running away. That's why he's coming home.
Yep. But she also probably might be seeing Watatsumi and probably visiting Sakamimiya Kokobi.
Exactly.
But yeah, other than the rhythm game, there's actually a second part to this as well.
Oh. Let's see. It looks like we are gathering materials through the Trillion Trinket Troll. Don't
try saying that 3 times fast.
Right. But yes, you're gathering materials to spruce up the environment, and then the meeting of melodies, you are inviting music lovers to the festival and restoring lost musical notes.
Back. I think I was able to see some of the songs.
Well,
I think we're going to be able to play Risley's, Lenny, and Nahita's themes.
Hell yes.
Oh, I like Lenny's. Lenny's is very and I'm like, ooh, it's jazzy.
We love this.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Great Magician. I mean, it makes sense for him.
Completely. I do think we need to move on because we are still getting a little close. So, we have one that's coming back. That is both exciting and slightly anxiety-inducing. And this is Wind Trace.
It looks like there's gonna be a new mechanic added on to where we gotta fix some machines in order to win.
Correct. And with that, it looks like there is an extra little bit of mechanic into there. if you are caught twice by the one seeking everyone, you are booted from the game.
In other words, you are done and out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So there's the hunters and the rebels. The hunter is the seeker, the rebels are the hiders. So there are 6 signaling devices, and the goal is for the rebels to repair 4 of them. Not all 6, just 4. And if they repair all 4, they win. If the hunter finds them twice, they lose.
It sounds kind of like Dead by Daylight.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Except less horror-y.
Yeah, the hunter will need to prevent the repairs or simply eliminate all the rebels to secure victory.
Either which way, with Ry being hunter, it's gonna be terrifying.
You know, watch out.
I like how you didn't even deny it.
You know, I'm not Dead by Daylight ain't my thing. I just don't like horror games. But the whole like, oh, you think you're gonna do this?
Still, I think you're gonna be in your environment, and we gotta watch out.
Yeah. Let's see. And then we have the specially shaped Sauron search.
Yeah, one day you and Paimon receive a mysterious commission from the Adventurers Guild. Protagonist wanted. You set off on a new journey searching for Wanderous champions. So this one is a little weird.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, an eccentric chef returning from Natland wants to befriend various dangerous creatures and needs your help. Oh, this is this one!
Yeah, like a, pyro regisfine.
Yeah, so you basically need to, like, think of, like, in the old Jurassic Park movies when they were trying to capture the T-Rex, but with the Boston Company face for Ascension.
Yeah, pretty much, except we're gonna be doing, like, strategies to figure out how to befriend this guy.
Change number of negotiation strategies. By reducing them, you'll increase the difficulty as you confront these creatures and attempt to quell them.
Yeah, now that I look at it again, it's like, it's definitely trying to, like, capture things in Jurassic Park. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. But not only are we going to be, like, doing a Regisfine, I think there was also a mention of a Mushabo in the future as well. So there are some interesting ones that we're going to be taking care of.
Well, that sounds nice.
But anyways, we should probably move on to the next one of the vibro crystal applications. 2 engineers from Fontaine have arrived at the outskirts of the chasm to develop economically viable products on the basis of the vibrocrystal theory, and thus have decided that they require more data on the Hamaric resonance between these vibrocrystals, connecting transmitter and receiving crystals to try out the various harmonic responses, produce and defeat your enemies with ease.
This sounds familiar. This almost feels like it's a repeat that's slightly revamped.
Yeah, there was a repeat of this back in, I want to say, sometime in
Sumeru?
I want to say in Sumeru earlier on. No, wait, maybe it was Leeway.
Well, I remember an event like this.
Yeah, it was definitely another one.
Well, I think it was Sumeru time frame, but still in Liyue.
Yeah, I think that's where it was. Yeah. But either which way, basically find out what crystals you want to harmonize with, and you could deal more damage.
Yes. Oh, yes, I do remember this specifically now. Yes, I remember. So there's a couple different optimizations as well, just quality of life stuff, a lot in the Serenity, and something in the Avatar systems. But there's one specific one I want to call out that I'm actually pretty excited for. For those of you who may not know, I'm a little bit of a completionist. Just a little bit though. Apparently, there's a treasure compass update. Did you hear about this, Miku?
Oh, yes. I'm like, oh, thank Lord they fixed this.
Yes. The markers for the treasure compass. So you use it, it's like, hey, there's a thing in this direction. There will now be a marker on the map. And the
Mhm.
compass marker will now say, oh, is it on your layer or is it in a cave below you? So you will be able to see, okay, this isn't a simple run to this. I need to figure out how to get here, but 2 layers down, which is
Let
so
alone it
much
adds it on the
faster.
map too.
Yes, yes. So that
This
is
is
a
why I have the treasure compasses and I
mm-hmm.
have them ready and done.
Yes, yes. I still need to go through and finish up the last area that was released for Fontaine and the last area that was released for Liyue. I need to do like they're all in like 90%, but they're not like 100 and it bothers me. So I still need to finish that up.
Oh, which means me finishing up those islands that I haven't finished up, and Izuma's gonna make my life so much easier.
Oh yeah, completely. It's gonna be so much
Oh.
nicer because it will actually ping your map for where it is, which is
Mhm.
so nice. Now we don't
Especially
know.
in that
Mm-hmm.
especially in that last desert area I haven't completed yet because it's like I have to use the little person thingy to do some
Sugars.
things. And I'm like, I don't want that. I just want to find my chests.
Fair, fair. I will say we don't know how long the marker will last. We don't know if it will be there just for the reset of the compass, the 30 seconds, or whether it will stay there as long as you stay within a range. That part isn't given to us, at least here. So it could be something that you might need to use a couple times. That's not the worst thing in the world, though, because as long as it maintains for the 30 seconds, you can always reuse it. But yeah.
Yeah. And then one last thing, of course, the third Fontaine SOOST, Cantus Eternus, will also debut during version 4.6. So if you love the Genshin music like I do, that's just another one to go listen to later on when you're working out or doing homework or just being lazy and just need to meditate for a little while.
You know, the music in the game is really amazing. The amount of
Like,
research they put into that is just mwah.
yeah, especially with the little like glasses that they use for Fontaine to get that like
Mm-hmm.
sweet little like watery harmonics and stuff. And I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's awesome.
Agreed.
But yeah. So many things. So
All
many
the
things.
things. All
I'm
the
so
things.
excited.
We're
I
gonna
need
have
my Sino story.
we're gonna have so many gut punches in the next bit. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, and hopefully our Genshin crew is ready to rock and roll and just like head story and just go.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping so. I've been poking a couple people, be like, hey, make sure you keep keys available. We will be doing thing. And I'm pretty sure I cannot stop Miku from doing the thing. So have your keys available.
Yeah, because as soon as they drop, I'm unlocking Sino's character story and I'm like ready to vamoose to go find out what happened to my boy.
Now here's the question: are we gonna do Sino's story first, or are we gonna do Arlecchino's story first?
I feel like I need to do Sinus first, and then Elachino's just gonna be like one of those like, okay, let's go, or the main story.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking Sinus first, and then we go main story
Okay.
because I feel like, or God, I don't know. I just know I need Sinus first because I have questions. I need answers. I care about my General Mahamatra.
That's fine. That's fine. Just want to make sure. Want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yes, Sino first, Sino first, Sino first, Sino first. I'm ready to take names and throw bad puns.
Well, I think that about sums up our stuff for today. Wouldn't you agree, Miku?
For now, yes, until 4.7, which will be
Mm-hmm.
back for, baby!
Yes. Yes. Well, my friends, this has been RyKu Radio. Thank you so much for hanging with us today. Can't wait to see you next time for the tangents. Bye!
Bye!